Hello and welcome back to TK's Bar. I'm your host Tessa and today we're making a Caesar. A Caesar salad? No. We're making a Caesar the cocktail, which for some of you guys, you probably don't know because it's a Canadian cocktail. So most of you guys, if you live in the States, you probably drink Bloody Marys instead of Caesars, but today we're making a Caesar, which is very similar to that, but in my opinion, it's a little bit better. And if you haven't tried it before, you definitely should because in my opinion, it's a little bit better. So if you don't know what a Bloody Mary is, it's a vodka-based cocktail that is vodka, tomato juice, and then to flavor it, you've got Tabasco and Worcestershire, and then it has a salt rim and normally a celery stick as your garnish. A Caesar is very similar in the way that it does use vodka and it has tomato juice in it, but the main juice in it is actually Clamato juice, which is clam and tomato juice. In Canada, we can just get that pre-made and it looks like this. So yeah, this is just the original kind. I'm not much of a spicy girl, so I like my Caesars a little bit more on the muddy side, which means more Worcestershire in it and a little less Tabasco. And so I'm never gonna buy this spicy Caesar mix. And like a Bloody Mary, we're using Tabasco and Worcestershire. I'm saying that wrong and I'm sorry, but I cannot pronounce it properly, to spice up the Caesars. So let's get straight into it. One thing I want to say is sorry about the lighting. I'm filming a little bit later tonight, so we don't have much daylight, but we do what we do. So today we're making two different Caesars. We're gonna make one virgin one for myself, and then we're gonna be making one vodka one for my dad. And this is a really awesome cocktail to make virgin because you can honestly barely taste the difference. So if you're looking for a fun virgin cocktail, I would strongly suggest making a virgin Caesar. So starting off, we have to give our celery salt rim to these glasses. You could mash up some celery seeds like these ones and mix it with some smoked paprika or salt or pepper, whatever celery salt rim you want. But I have a really nice one here that is pre-made and I'm gonna use that today just because I'm on a little bit of a time crunch right now and because it's really good, and so we might as well use it. So today we're using Matt and Steve's celery salt rim, created by two guys from Canada. So kind of like how we did the sugar rim in my last video, if you haven't checked that out already, check it out in this corner. It's a martini video and it's super fun. So if you haven't checked it out, check that out. So kind of like how we did a sugar rim in that video, we're going to be grabbing a piece of citrus, running it around the outside, and then dipping it into our celery salt, which is right here. So let's do it. So again, just rubbing my lime around the outside and then dipping it into the celery salt. And then the next one. So now we've got our glasses rimmed, we're just gonna fill them up with ice and build the drink in the glass. So our glasses are full of ice. The next thing to do is we're gonna put our vodka into this glass. This glass is gonna be my dad's, and this one is going to be mine. We're gonna do an ounce pour of our vodka. You can always do an ounce and a half or 2 ounces if you wanted to double, but we're just gonna do 1 ounce today. So the vodka we're using today is gonna be Stoli's. This is the same vodka that I've used on my channel before. So we're doing an ounce pour of our vodka. Then for my Caesars, I like to put a little bit of pickle juice in it because I think that it tastes really good. So I've got some pickle juice right here and I'm just gonna throw a little bit of that in and the same into my dad's. And then we move on to spicing it up. So we've got our Tabasco and our Worcestershire. I like my Caesar a little bit more muddy, so that just means that we're putting a little bit more Worcestershire in there. And if you like your Caesar a little bit more spicy, you're gonna put a little bit more Tabasco in here. So I'm gonna do 3 dashes of Tabasco in each of these, and then I'm gonna do 5 dashes of Worcestershire. And actually, my dad likes it a little bit more spicy, so I'm gonna do a couple more into his. And then I'm gonna do, like I said before, 5 dashes of this. We're gonna put a couple more in here. And a couple more in here. Then we're just gonna fill these with Clamato juice and garnish them up. Make sure you shake your Clamato juice so there's no crap on the bottom. And then we're gonna pour this in. You want to leave a little bit of room because we've got lots of garnishes to put on here. That's one of the best parts about Caesars is like there's some places and you go and they've got like little mini hamburger sliders on there. They've got like prawns and stuff like that. We're gonna put some prawns on here too. So 1 second. I've got some baby prawns here, just little guys. We're gonna put a couple of those on. I've got some pickles here. I'm gonna slice these and put maybe one on each. Then I've got some pickled asparagus. I love putting pickled asparagus on my Caesars because I love asparagus, it's so good. And then we've got some hot and spicy martini olives. So I'm just gonna garnish these up now. I'm gonna put 2 asparagus. Oh, there's 3 here, guess I got 3. 3 asparagus into each of these. Little shrimp and some olives there. And then a little finishing touch. I like to just put a little, I love smoked paprika, a passion. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit over top. Then our last thing to do is garnish these up with some reusable straws because we are saving the planet. And one thing I should have said before, but I just got a little too ahead of myself because I was so excited to garnish this, is you just want to give it a little bit of a mix so then all the Tabasco and stuff mixes with the Clamato juice because you don't want to have that all sitting at the bottom. But I got a little too excited about drinking these, so I didn't do that right away. Here we have our finished drink. That's so good. You get a little bit of a kick from that Tabasco in the back of your throat, which I only like a little bit, but this is the perfect amount for me. You've got all of your garnishes to enjoy throughout the drink. So this is like an entree itself that you can drink any time of the day. It's great for hangovers, apparently. Haven't tried that one myself, but pickle juice is great for hangovers as well. Taking a shot of pickle juice when you have a hangover, really good technique that you should try. This is such a good drink and it's a little bit more diluted, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean it in a good way that for Bloody Marys, tomato juice is so thick that I find it really difficult to drink by the end of this. Whereas with a Caesar, the Clamato juice almost waters it down a little bit so it's a lot more palatable and you don't taste clams when you're drinking it, which some people might think. You're getting a lot of that Tabasco and the other spices in there that mix with the Clamato juice, and it really makes a great cocktail. And for me, like I said, I think that this is better than a Bloody Mary. Don't sue me, but I really do think so because the way that these flavors interact with each other, I find works better than the thickness of the tomato juice that, I don't know, it's just not my thing. Of course, if you like Bloody Marys, by all means drink them all day, and I support you in that decision. But I think that if you haven't tried a Caesar before, you definitely should because they're an amazing drink, and yeah. So that concludes our video today. I will be giving this one to my father, and he's going to love it a lot, and I will be finishing this one off myself. Unfortunately, I'm not going to try the one with vodka in it today because I have to drive later and I just don't like drinking and driving, and you should not either. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it. This is an awesome cocktail. I definitely suggest you making it at home. If you like me and you like this channel, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe down below. And if you want to, you can hit the bell. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!